Happy Monday and welcome back to another vlog, or if you're new, welcome to a vlog. It's obviously Monday, 5:45. I've been home maybe like 15-20 minutes. It was a pretty typical day at the office, so nothing too crazy. If you've been watching the vlogs for all, usually Mondays and Tuesdays are my busiest days. Today wasn't so bad for a Monday, which was a nice little change because it seems like most Mondays there's some sort of something going on to make it pretty crazy and hectic, but today was pretty chill for a Monday. So Ryan's off in like 10-15 minutes, so he'll be home in probably about an hour. I think what I'm going to do is get on my computer and maybe start putting together last week's vlog and get started on it, just because I have some time, might as well. And I'm gonna hang out with some cats because Lily she's got some energy for sure. Mochi is just hanging out, but Lily is running and jumping around and messing with the couch. So I'm gonna hang out with her as well. Maybe throw one of her mouse toys around for her if she doesn't chase after Mochi and try to play with Mochi. Before I yap, because I do that, if you are new to the channel, if you could consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And if you enjoy the vlog, please give it a like, and let's get our week going. Happy Tuesday. We have a talking clip in the morning because I actually got to work a little bit early. It's a little before 8, so I don't have to like rush inside and get upstairs and get going with the day. So I just wanted to say good morning. Again, it's Tuesday, so it's probably going to be fairly busy for me again today in the office, which is pretty typical, but it's fine. We'll get through it. Last night I didn't really do any editing, but I did work on some things for the Stream YouTube channel, and I do have all the clips from last week on my computer, so it's a start. That's more than I typically do on a Monday, so I'll consider it a win. Hopefully tonight I can actually get into some editing and get some things done, but until then, we're gonna run upstairs, get some coffee made, and get started with work, so I will catch you later. About 6:15. I've been home for close to an hour now. I've just been hanging out with the cats, doing some things on my computer, but I'm kind of feeling like making a spritz. I haven't had a spritz in a while, maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks, but I'm kind of feeling like a spritz. So I think I'm gonna make a spritz and then sit back down on my computer and do a little bit more work until Ryan gets home. He just left work about 15 minutes ago, so he's not gonna be home for another like 30-ish minutes, which gives me time to do a little bit of work on my computer, do a little bit of editing, and get some started. So we're just gonna relax. I'm just gonna hang out with the cats. Lily has a lot of energy right now, and she's very talkative. I'm surprised she's being quiet right now and not trying to talk over me. I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. Obviously, I went grocery shopping on Sunday, but I feel like I didn't get like a ton of stuff. We have things, but I need more like recipes. It's kind of hard to feel like we're not eating the same thing all the time, so I feel like I need some like new, easy recipes for dinners, just because I don't really want to come home and spend an hour cooking dinner, and Ryan doesn't want to do that either. So probably time to scour Pinterest for some easy dinner recipes, but we'll figure something out for dinner tonight. What it will be, who knows? I'm gonna go make a drink and then get some things done, and we'll see what we can get into tonight. Happy Wednesday. It is a little before 7. I've been home for like an hour and a half now. Just been hanging out with Ryan and the cats. We were just laying in the bed watching TikToks and Reels, and now the cats are eating some dinner and just going to hop in the shower and get ready for the evening. I think we're doing pancakes, hash browns, and eggs tonight for dinner because we don't really have like a lot of stuff. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. We have things, but not like a lot of things. I did buy eggs last weekend, so we're gonna use some of those and just do some breakfast for dinner. Pretty easy. Sorry for no office clips. Honestly, if I don't get an office clip every day, I'm not really too upset about it, you could say, because I figure it's the same thing every day. So like, I don't need to set up my camera and film 30 seconds here and there every day at the office, but I will try to get some clips this evening. Like I said, we're just gonna eat dinner, probably finish the episode of the Clubhouse that we started last night. That's the Red Sox documentary series, and we started an episode last night, but they're like an hour long, and by the time we got home from running some errands last night, it was so late that we only watched half an episode, so I could go to bed semi-early. We'll probably finish that, and then maybe I'll get on my computer and do a little bit of editing. We'll see. I might try to start a little bit now. Probably not. I'll probably just wait until after we eat dinner, but I'm going to hop in the shower, hang out with the cats some more, and we're gonna eat dinner and just figure out what we're gonna do the rest of the evening. So that is the plan there, but I will catch you later. Good morning, happy Thursday. It's a little before 8 and I just pulled into the office, so I do need to go upstairs and get started with work. This morning when I looked at maps and saw that it was only gonna take me 30 minutes to get to work, I was a little surprised. And then I looked at my calendar and I realized that it's Juneteenth, so it's like a government bank holiday, so a lot of people are off today, which sucks that we're not off, but at least there was no traffic coming into the office, and there's probably not gonna be any traffic going home, which will be nice too. But yeah, it's hopefully going to be a fairly easy day in the office today, and hopefully we can get through the day with no issues and we can get everything done that we need to. So I'm gonna head upstairs to get some coffee going and get started with my day, and I'll catch you later. It's 10:15, which is a little bit later than I was wanting to go to bed, but it's fine. Tomorrow is Friday, so there's not gonna be much traffic in the morning again, which will be nice at least. I got home and we went on a walk, and then we ate dinner kind of late, and I had to make brownies for a work barbecue we're doing tomorrow, and it's just been one of those nights. But I did do a little bit of editing, so we're being productive at least. So I washed my face, and I'm going to put some dry shampoo in my bangs just because it's getting to that point where they need to get washed again. But at this point of the night, I'm not going to wash them. I'm just going to throw some dry shampoo in there and call it good. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get in bed and do like a little bit of reading. I don't know how much I'm going to read because I am a little bit tired. We'll see how much I get through before I fall asleep. But I'm going to do that, and then I will catch you in the morning. Happy Friday. It's a little before 5. I just got home and parked. I got to work early today at 7:30 because there was no traffic, so I left a little early as well. It wasn't as quick of a drive home, but I'm home now. Ryan is already home. He left work early today, so he's already upstairs with the cat. So I'm gonna go get with him and just hang out and relax and maybe cool down a bit because it's a little warm outside. We're gonna figure out dinner and just kind of see what the plan is for this evening. I do need to do some editing, obviously, but hopefully I can get a decent amount done tonight, and then maybe tomorrow it's just some cleanup edits and finishing it up. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. It's gonna be probably just a chill evening at home, so we don't really do anything Friday nights just because most people go out on the weekends, so we kind of just hang out at home. So we'll see what we end up doing for dinner and what the plan is, but most likely just gonna be chilling and just relaxing, just the two of us. 4 of us, I guess, if you count the cats. So I'm gonna do that and I'll catch you later. Saturday. It's a little after 8. I've been up since about 7 when Ryan got up and started getting ready for work. I kind of decided that right now, while he's going into work early on Saturday, I'm just going to get up with him and get my day started. So that's what we're gonna do today. Last night I did do a decent amount of editing, so honestly I think I just have to watch through the vlog like one more time, add background music and text, and then it's good to go, which is great news for me. Means maybe I can actually enjoy my weekend a little bit besides just sitting at the computer and editing. Today's plan is obviously going on a walk, grocery shopping. I have a nail appointment at 11:30. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, but my birthday is next week, so I want to do something kind of fun for my birthday nails. So first thing on my list, per usual, is going on a walk. So I'm going to drink an Alani and head out. I need to get more of the mini Alanis, but I can only get them at Target, and I really try not to go to Target just because I spend way too much time there and it turns into me spending too much money there. So I might go to Target this weekend just to get some more for future weekends, but for this weekend, I bought this at Vaughn's last week. It's the Dream Float flavor. It's a full size, but I'm just gonna drink half of it this morning and I'll save the other half for tomorrow. I've never tried this flavor, so we'll have to see how it is, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a creamsicle kind of flavor. So we'll try that in a little bit. After my walk, I'm gonna come home, shower, and then depending on what time it is, maybe I'll get on and do a little bit of editing before I go get my nails done. And then I'm gonna go to the grocery store after that, like usual, and then I'll come home, finish editing, and just kind of relax with the cats. Since it's an early day for Ryan, he'll be home probably around 5:30ish. So we'll just relax and see what we can do around here. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a fridge clean out before I go on a walk so I can take the trash out with me and just get that out of the way because the trash is almost full anyways, but I'm yapping. So let me split this in half real quick. Actually, I'm just gonna crack it open. We'll take a sip, try it out and see how it is. Oh yeah, that's good. I probably could drink a regular size Alani and then have like a latte with 1 shot of espresso when I get back from my walk, and it wouldn't be more than 300 grams of caffeine. But I'm really trying not to be too excessive with the caffeine, if that makes any sense. Even though sometimes it feels like it does nothing for me. But anyways, I'm gonna split this in half, drink some of it, grab something to eat, do a little bit of editing, and then we're gonna get out on a walk and just get our day started. It's 11:20, so I'm a little early to my appointment, but it's fine because I actually wanted to have a little chat because, as you saw, I just went and tried a new, to me, coffee shop. The coffee shop is called the Press Espresso Coffee Roasters. I got the tiramisu latte and the coffee cake muffin, and it was actually really good. I did not eat all the muffin. I have the rest just in the bag that it came in. It was a little too much for me, so I ate about half, and I'm gonna probably have the other half later. And I'm going to take my coffee in with me when I go get my nails done and just continue drinking it, but it's pretty good. It obviously, as you saw, had the little lady finger on top. I am gonna head inside, even though I'm a little early for my nail appointment, just to get inside and get situated. I am gonna go with like a purple, but I can't decide if I want to do chrome or glitter or what exactly, but we'll see. My nail guy likes to have some input as well, so we'll see if he has any thoughts. I forgot to show this last week in the last vlog, but I did kind of break this nail. I know it was on Friday. I'm pretty sure it was when I was helping break down the stuff at the golf tournament. So I've just been dealing with that for a week. I could have come last weekend and probably gotten it fixed, but I knew I was going to come today and just get my nails fully redone anyway. So I just have dealt with it for the last week. It's really not that big of a deal. Anyways, I'm going to head inside and I'll catch you later with some new birthday nails. I'm home now. It is about 3:15. I ended up getting a pedicure as well as getting my nails done, and that always takes longer, obviously. So anyways, here are the nails. I obviously already inserted a clip. Now, I haven't really eaten too much today, so I'm gonna make myself a sandwich and then I'm gonna set up the computer and get some editing done before Ryan gets home. He's gonna be home in probably 2-ish hours. So that gives me some time to maybe finish the vlog. I'm adding background music now, and then I just need to go through and add some text and stuff like that. So I might be able to finish it before he gets home. We'll see. Also, I don't remember if I said, but a couple days ago we ordered something for next to the water cooler right there to put like the Keurig and then espresso on, store our mugs in and things like that. So that showed up while I was gone. I don't know if Ryan and I are gonna put it together tonight or tomorrow. Probably tonight because he's off earlier today, so we might put that together, and then maybe tonight we'll set everything up. If not, tomorrow I'll get everything set up. We'll see what we end up doing. I would like to get it put together tonight just because I know it would be easier to put it together with the both of us, but Ryan is working today and I don't know how much he's gonna want to do when he comes home from work, so we'll see if that gets done. But anyways, I'm gonna make this sandwich, set up the computer, and get some more editing in, see if I can finish this vlog before Ryan gets home. Sunday. It is about 10 o'clock. I've been up for like 2 hours now almost. I woke up a little before 8 and did a little bit of reading while I was waiting for Ryan to wake up. Gave the cats some food and just been sitting at my computer. I made a thumbnail for the vlog and I just scheduled it to go live shortly, so we're all good there. And now I am going to finish drinking this Alani that I started yesterday since I drank half of it yesterday morning, and eat a little bit of something so I can go on a walk. Sorry that I didn't really get many clips last night. Like I said, the coffee bar kind of thing that we ordered showed up yesterday, and Ryan started putting it together while I started working on dinner, and then he needed help, so I ended up helping him put it together. So I wasn't really able to get any clips of that. And then we ate dinner, and then I got on my computer and finished editing the vlog. So it was a pretty typical night, besides taking, you know, almost 2 hours probably to build the coffee bar. But I do plan on getting it set up today, get the coffee machines on it and get like the mugs inside and all that. So I will definitely show that process and how we get it like set up. I don't really have anything to like decorate it. It's not super big, so there's probably not going to be the most space to decorate. So we will be doing that later today, as well as some things around here. I have laundry to do. I do need to vacuum and wash a bunch of dishes by hand. Again, I said it in the last vlog and I'll say it again today. The taco bowls are really good. It's just a whole process, like making them, because Ryan prefers pinto beans and I like black beans. Cooking the rice is a whole thing, and the lettuce and just everything is just a process. So there's kind of a lot of dishes that need to be done, a couple pans and a pot, and just some general cleaning that needs to happen, which is pretty typical for a Sunday. So we're gonna do that as well. But before I yap on too long, because I am obviously yapping like I do, I'm going to drink this Alani and just relax for a little bit before I go on a walk, and we'll just see where the rest of the day takes us. almost 4 o'clock now. I went on my walk and I came home, I showered and I washed my hair, ate something, and was just hanging out on the couch watching the Padre game with Lily. And now we are going to set up the little coffee bar. Like I said earlier, we don't really have many like decorations or anything like that, but we're gonna put some things in here and just get some stuff out of the pantry, get all the mugs out of the cabinet that's in our room, and get some things off the dining room table. We're gonna start this and then it's gonna be like the pantry. Things might move around, but we're just gonna start. I have my mugs, my teas and the sugar and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna start putting things away. If we have room, I'd like to put the martini glasses and some other glasses in here as well, just to maybe clear up some space in the cabinets. We'll see what we can do. We're gonna start with these right here. These, there's 3 of them and you've seen them in past vlogs. I got these from Wayfair back in like 2020, 2021. This one has my Nespresso coffee pods. I do have these because sometimes I will take one to work in case we run out of Nespresso pods at work. I'm the one who orders them, but in case I forget or they don't show up in time, I do buy the coffee pods so I can take those to work with me every once in a while. And I usually have one in my purse just in case. This one has my espresso pods because I use these on the weekends, obviously, to make my lattes. And then this one has Splenda packets. I don't really use Splenda or sugar in my lattes, but if I make a hot coffee, then I'll use like 1 packet probably. These might go on top, but we'll see. I don't really use this, but I'm gonna put this on top of the cabinet with the Nespresso machine and the Keurig just to have it in case I do want to use it for any reason. I haven't used it because at the last place where we had the coffee set up, it only had 2 plugs. I didn't really want to have a power strip up there, so I never really used this, but I do have a power strip behind this, obviously, because there's only 1 outlet and the water needs to be plugged in as well. So I'll plug this into the power strip and maybe I'll start using it now that it's going to be out. I'm gonna put this up there real quick. I'm just gonna have that sit next to the Nespresso. Ryan doesn't use it, but he also just hasn't really been drinking coffee because we haven't had the Keurig out. So maybe he'll use it too. We do also have this mixer. I mainly just use this if I make matchas. So I might just put this in one of the cabinets just because it doesn't necessarily need to be out. So we'll just put it down here. And then I think while we have this open, I'll start putting mugs away also just to get them off of the floor. This isn't all of our mugs that I'm gonna be putting in here. We do have some in the cabinet that's in the other bathroom that's connected to the second bedroom, but these that I'm going to be putting in here are the ones that I use the most often and the ones that Ryan uses when he uses them. I might have to stack some, but it's fine. We have gotten rid of some mugs in past moves, but we also just kind of collect them, so it's fine. That actually works out pretty perfectly. I do have 2 that are on the drying rack, but one of them I'm going to be taking to work because I usually have a mug with me at the office. I also have the Animal Crossing leaf mug that I need to wash because I used it this morning. So there's definitely room for 1 more in here, which will be great, which means I can use the other cabinet for the martini glasses and then any other glasses that I kind of want to get out of the other cabinet. We'll see what I end up putting in there, but that is that cabinet. Now this is from Disneyland. We got this at Trader Sam's, the tiki bar, which is, I believe, at the Disneyland Hotel. We got this like probably like 7 or 8 years ago, like before we got married possibly. It's a glass, but we don't use it for drinking. We literally just have it as a decoration. So I'm gonna put that right here. I might put it on the bottom, but we're gonna keep it there for now. And now I am going to put our little jars on the top as well. I'll just put it next to the Keurig, I think. We have this little mousse that came in a mug that was part of like some gift set or something with like some hot chocolate also probably like 6 years ago or something like that. It was probably like 2019, maybe 2020. This is usually just on top of the biggest jar. And then we have this owl mug that Ryan bought that usually is on the smaller one, but I might just have them on the shelf right here because we always have to take them off in order to get into the jars. So now that we have a little bit more space to put things, I think I'm just gonna put them on the shelf. That's where those are gonna go for now. All right, I have all my teas here. Not most, we only have 3 teas. We have herbal mint tea and decaf green tea for Ryan. I'm just gonna put these in this drawer right here, as well as the spiced chai that I got from Trader Joe's. We're not huge tea drinkers, but we have the decaf for Ryan because he doesn't drink caffeine. And then I just obviously love a chai, so that's why I got this one from Trader Joe's. So I'm just gonna put those in this drawer right here. We do have an electric kettle, but there's not really enough room on this. If I were to have the jars maybe on the shelf here instead of on top, we could put the kettle, but I feel like that would make it too crowded, and we don't really use it enough to where I can justify having it out. Plus our water dispenser dispenses hot water, so it's like we don't really need to have the kettle out. So I'm just gonna keep it in the pantry for now, and if we want tea, we could just use the water dispenser to make it. All right, also have more Splenda. So I think this is just gonna go in the middle drawer here with this box of hot cocoa. And I'll also put Ryan's K-cups in there. We only have 5 right now because he hasn't really been drinking coffee, but I'm sure we'll get more eventually because maybe he'll start drinking coffee now that the Keurig is out. Actually, this is just gonna be his pods and the Splenda. You're kind of in the way. And then in this right drawer, I'm gonna put the hot cocoa, which we definitely need to use this soon. I'm gonna put my matcha latte mix from Trader Joe's in there. This is almost gone. I think I have like maybe 1 cup left. And then I think the agave, this is the last thing that I kind of want to have over here, as well as the honey. I don't know where I'm gonna put these. I don't want to have them out on this shelf, but they're not gonna fit in one of the drawers. So maybe I'll just put them in here. Gonna be honest, I don't really use the agave much because I get enough sugar from my creamer, and the honey we really only use when we're drinking tea, which is, as I mentioned earlier, not very often. So that's where we're gonna stop for the coffee portion. Let me grab the martini glasses and some other things and see what we can put in here. Switching up the angle like a tad for this. We don't really have many drinking glasses. I always have a martini glass in the freezer, so we only have 3 that are usually in a cabinet. So I think we're just gonna put those down there. This glass we usually use when we're making drinks. Ryan uses it a lot, and if I'm making a drink, sometimes I'll use it. So I'm gonna put this down on the bottom as well. And then I'll just put my 1 lone wine glass in there also. I could put the glasses that we use for beer in here as well, but right now we have 2 in the freezer and the other 2 are in the cabinet. And honestly, we almost always have at least 1, usually 2 in the freezer. So it's like, I could put the other 2 in here, but they're not really taking up that much space in the cabinet in the kitchen. So I might just leave them in there, which means we have an extra shelf in here that we can put other things on. If I buy some wine glasses, then I can put those in there. And then we have this extra shelf as well. Not really sure what I'm gonna put on this shelf here, but I think the fact that we have 2 empty shelves is good. So I think that's where we're gonna end this. Honestly, like I said, we don't really have many decorations, so it's not gonna be decorated, but we don't really decorate a ton anyways because the cats, especially with the one that's on the table right there, she likes to knock things over and be chaotic. So we don't really have many things out on counters and things like that for her to mess with. So it's probably for the best. I'm going to continue doing some laundry. I have the towels in the wash now. Once those are done, I'm going to put a load of clothes in. I forgot to say earlier, I already vacuumed and I also put dinner in the crock pot. So it might just be a little bit more of a chill afternoon. I still have like 3 hours until Ryan gets home. So maybe I'll get on the computer and start with some editing or play some games. But we are done with the coffee bar for now. So there's that at least. It's 10 o'clock, so I am off to bed. I've washed my face, brushed my teeth. I started the dishwasher. I have some clothes in the wash that Ryan's gonna put in the dryer before he comes to bed, and we're all ready for a new week. After I finished the coffee bar, I sat at the computer and did a little bit of editing, as you saw, and then Ryan came home, we ate dinner, and then just kind of hung out on the couch for a little bit, and then I got back on the computer for a little bit, and now, again, I'm heading to bed, so I'm gonna do a little bit of reading before I fall asleep. I'm getting further with Ariadne. I know I haven't really talked too much about it this week, but I think I'm like 70-ish% of the way through. Honestly, my loan is over, and it's been over for almost a week. It's taking me a while to get through this book, but as I said in a recent vlog, I think I'm just going to bed too late and not able to really give the book the time that I need to in order to really like make progress. I'm about 70% of the way through, so I am making progress, just not as fast as I feel like I should be. Anyways, like I said, it's 10 o'clock, so I need to head to bed, which means I can't yap on too long. I'm gonna end the vlog here. As always, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, if you could give it a like and subscribe before you leave if you haven't already done so, I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.